Hey, what is up everyone? Before diving into the video, I just wanted to invite you to join the Work Smarter Discord community. This is actually an IT community that we started about a year ago where me and a friend just said, hey, let's meet once a week, let's hold one another accountable to our learning goals, and let's grow together. And that group of two of us has now grown to, we're about to hit 500 members, which is crazy. But what I think sets our community apart from others is we meet every Monday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, and we answer two questions. What did you accomplish this past week? And what are your specific learning goals for this week? And then we actually hold one another accountable so we can grow together. Not only that, but we offer mock interviews, we offer resume reviews, some resume workshops, hacking workshops, all of it completely free of charge, just as a way of giving back to the cybersecurity community. So if you are looking for a group of people to grow with, would love to have you join me. I will drop a link to it in the description of this video. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the video for today. And we are live for the second time tonight. What is up, everyone? Hopefully you guys are having a good night. Just got done interviewing Matt Kiely. If you missed that interview, go watch it on my YouTube page. It was a really fascinating conversation. But now I'm going to work on the course I mentioned in that interview. And the way I got connected with Matt is he created a really excellent course called Malware Analysis and Triage. It's offered through TCM Security. I got it when it was on sale for $1. Even when it's not on sale, I think it's around the $25 to $30 range. And man, it is really some incredible content. And so what I want to do in this stream is I made it into the first challenge, but I haven't attempted it. This is not like I did it and now I'm walking you through it. This is me learning it and stumbling through it as I go. Hopefully you learn something with me, and we are going to do some malware analysis together. Let me go ahead and share my screen. And I want to just share with you guys how some of these things are set up, because I think it's really cool. The whole first part of the course is setting up your machines, your VMs, so you can do this safely. I'll probably mess up the way this is explained, but I encourage you to buy the course yourself. But I have my malware analysis down here. I have my Windows VM, which has a bunch of analysis tools on it. That's the main box that we use to detonate malware on. And then I have my Remnix box, which is a Linux box, and that actually serves as the internet. You set up almost like the fake internet, so malware thinks there's internet there. It can reach out, it can download stuff, so you can run the fake internet on the Linux box with Wireshark, so you can look for network indicators. And then on the Windows VM, that's how we look for host indicators. So we are gonna see what we do. Yeah, HunterBot, he is great. Were you able to catch the interview that we did? It was fascinating. We got done and I just took a short break, and now back to my normal, well, not normal live stream. Usually I'm doing Hack the Box, but because I'm going through this course, I thought it was a good thing to do. You know, after that interview, I'll keep working on this course, and I'm to the first challenge. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to launch both of my VMs. We'll get that one open. We'll get that one open. And I believe the challenge is actually on GitHub. So you guys are welcome to join me on this challenge. I'll drop the GitHub link in the Twitch chat. Let's see, PMAT. GitHub. Here we go. I'll drop this in the chat. Yeah, you can watch it on Twitch, HunterBot. Otherwise, it'll be posted on my YouTube channel. Hopefully tomorrow morning. I'll probably get the video all set up, ready to go, and start uploading to YouTube when I go to bed tonight. So it should be live in the morning. Otherwise, you can watch the whole thing right here on Twitch. But I dropped a link. Here's what we're working on today. So if we go to labs, we're going to be in the first challenge. And so let's go ahead and read through this challenge as our VMs boot up. So challenge number 1, SillyPutty. Hello, analysts. That's us. The help desk has received a few calls from different IT admins regarding the attached program. They say that they've been using this program with no problems until recently. Now it's crashing randomly and popping up blue windows when it's run. I don't like the sound of that. Do your thing, the IR team, or incident response team. Objective: perform basic static and basic dynamic analysis on this malware sample and extract facts about the malware's behavior. Answer the challenge questions below. If you get stuck, the answers directory has the answers to the challenge. So here's our tools we're going to use. Here are our questions. Static analysis, dynamic analysis. So let's go ahead and we could just copy this stuff right here. Maybe this. I'm going to open up my OneNote file. You guys can see my new malware analysis notes. And here's the thing, guys. Anytime you take a course, make a bunch of notes. Like as I go through this course, it takes me twice as long, I'm sure, as anyone else. But I'm documenting like literally everything, right? In a way that I can repeat it when I want to do it myself. So these are all my notes so far from the course. And you can see they're pretty extensive. And this is just from the beginning of the course. Here's my initial malware analysis that I was doing as part of the course. But let's start a new one. We'll call this challenge number 1 SillyPutty. Is that what it was? All right, SillyPutty. Yep, that's the name of the challenge. And we're going to do static analysis. I'm just going to paste it as text. And we'll format it a little bit. So we have that first question. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Is that the way it's formatted? Oh no. Okay, there we go. We'll just make this a little bit bigger so it stands out. Okay. We have this pulled up, and I guess let's just go ahead and I'm gonna add one more space in between these. And we'll just start with our basic static analysis. Let me get my VM pulled up here. So here you can see is my Remnix machine. We won't actually run our fake web server yet. I always like to detonate the malware first because often the malware has something built into it that says, hey, if you can't reach the internet, don't do anything. And I like to take note of that when we get to the dynamic analysis part of it. Well, let's open up our Windows VM and we can delete this one. The big thing is snapshots, right? So I already have a snapshot of pre-detonation right here, but you always need to make a snapshot before you detonate because you always have to go back to your snapshot as we analyze these things. And what's cool about these lab computers is my Windows VM and my Remnix Linux VM, they're the only things that can communicate. They cannot communicate out to my host. They cannot communicate out to the internet. So it's a safe environment to detonate malware. One of the first things we do is detonate ransomware inside the machine. And sure enough, the rest of my computer did not get ransomware, so it worked out well. But let's open up our labs on here. We have the SillyPutty challenge right here. Looks like here's the file. It's putty.exe. Now the thing that he says to do, which I think is smart, is we'll pull it out here. Infected. And let's just rename this real quick. To essentially defang it, right? I probably should have done that there. But when you're working with malware, you don't want the .exe. You just add another extension just to defang it so you don't accidentally run the malware until you're ready to do the dynamic analysis. Static analysis is like looking at strings and things like that. There's a few tools that we can use. So if we open up Commander here, you can already see my command history from before. So if we use floss.exe, you could also use strings, of course. And putty.exe, we'll just put that in putty strings.txt and let it do its thing. I should look at the questions. I think the first question is getting a hash for it, right? We can do that too. We'll let that do its thing and then we'll grab a hash for it as well. I suppose I could just go like this. Can I just open a new console? Maybe not. Go like this if I don't break my computer doing too much things at once on it. I think it's just SHA-256.exe. Oh, CD desktop. Look at my notes. If we go to basic static analysis, I know it's just a little program that you pull the hash with. Is it, oh, SHA-256sum.exe, that's what I'm looking for, right? That's the importance of notes. SHA-256sum.exe, putty.exe. Boom, we have that right there. So first part of that question, whoops, first part of that question is done. See, pull it in here, paste it as text. And then the thing you always want to do if you're actually analyzing malware is look this up on VirusTotal. You could do it with the SHA-256 or the MD5 sum. Honestly, we can try both. And let's go search. Okay. Well, you can see it's already detecting something here. So we have 61 security vendors and 1 sandbox. Flag this as malicious. We have Trojan, shellcode, Metasploit, shellcode. I'm guessing it's some type of shell being built into this. And we can go ahead and take a screenshot of this just for documentation purposes, right? We can see that we'll get some of those results in there. It is flagged as malicious. Yes, there are results right there. We don't need it that big. So that was one of the questions. Are there any results from doing it? What is the architecture? What architecture is this binary? Well, let's see if our string stuff is done. And it is. So if we open up putty strings here, for strings, you're kind of scrolling through. We could also use PE Studio. You know, let's go ahead and open this in PE Studio because it's going to make it a little bit faster for us. And any of you guys who have experience doing this, feel free to call me out. This is literally the first time I've done it. So if I'm doing something silly or there's a way better way of doing things, please let me know. I am here to learn as we do malware analysis together. Fascinating stuff. And let's look at our notes. If we look at our basic static analysis, we generate the sum. We did VirusTotal, perfect, with strings as floss. Run this command. We did that static analysis using pview. That's what we are doing right now. MZ is a portable executable, which this is going to be. Okay. So let's look at PE view and see what we can discover about this. Looks like it's still loading. So I guess while it's loading, we can look manually through strings. Let's see if we find anything of interest to us. A lot of it is not going to make sense, but we might find something interesting. I'm looking for just longer strings or things that we can actually read. Whoops. Okay. We have user key file 3, putty user F, user key file 2, user key file. Putty downstream no longer available. So it looks like we're doing some type of SSH connection here. You guys catch that? Which is what putty is. Do you want to continue? The first host key we have stored for this server is a variable, which is below the configured warning threshold. You are loading SSH private key, which has an old version. You can perform this conversion by loading the key. So it seems like we are loading some type of keys in here. We could take a screenshot of this. I don't know if it'll be useful or not, but we'll at least grab it. Let's go to our SillyPutty challenge. We'll just drop that there. We'll see if we can find anything else as we look through stuff. Is our PE Studio done? Nope, still loading stuff for us. I mean, we have the hash is right there as well, so I can pull it. Looks like if you have a connection to the internet, it will actually scan it with VirusTotal, but we don't have a connection to the internet, so that's not going to do anything for us. Optional header type stuff, directories, all that stuff is still loading. Let's keep looking at strings. Error while communicating. So we're setting up a proxy, which is what putty is. So it's hard for me to tell like what part of this might be malicious and what part of it is just built into putty, right? So those of you who aren't aware, putty is just a client for SSH remote access. These are different Windows APIs, which we could always dig into to see if they're malicious. That might be interesting. We're doing something with registry keys here. My computer is humming away. I can hear it humming. If you guys see something cool, let me know. We have all these SSH, open SSH type things going on here. This is just general emails of people. I don't know what this is. It's an SSH key. Is this done yet? Come on, PE Studio, step up your game. Why are you taking so long? Make my life a lot easier. We'll give it a second to load. I think this answers the architecture question for us, though. Intel 386 is 32-bit, I think. Well, that's not what I meant to copy. Copy line. What do I think is the highest paid cybersecurity job? I don't know, dude. I bet it's something like malware analysis, which wouldn't surprise me. I mean, you have to know, to be really good at it, you got to know, you have a deep knowledge of what cybersecurity, offensive security, programming, threat hunting. I mean, you'd have to know a lot to be really good at it. It's fascinating to me. I'm not really good at it, obviously, but I find it really interesting. We're starting to get things plugged in here now. So here, there's a few things on here I'll try to explain. But it's all new to me as well. But one of the best ways I learn is by stumbling my way through it. We have indicators here, right? If I remember, I think level 1 is like super suspicious. Let's see if I documented that. Okay, click indicators. Level goes from most severe to least severe. So if we look at our indicators, the level 1 are the most severe. So we can see a few things here. We have a flag, we have self-modifying, suspicious entry point, flag, ransomware wiper account. What happens if I double click this? We have some delete stuff here. So this is some type of, if we go back to our indicators, some type of ransomware wiper is built into this. We have a name flag, and we have a URL pattern. So it's reaching out to this URL of some sort. We have some other stuff here. We have signature name. Let's go ahead and grab a screenshot of some of these main results, as they look like they might be of interest to us. And go to our Silly Putty challenge. Include it here. And back to our Windows VM. Let's see what else might be of interest to us. So if we look at strings, you know, these are the strings that were there before. Don't know what that does. Can we do flag? If we go by flag, I think if it's flagged, it's saying, hey, this might be malicious here. We have some crypt gen random, which seems to go in line with if this is some type of ransomware. It's going to encrypt our documents. We have some get host name, get peer name, set socket. We have some logic built into here. Some command line type stuff. Don't know what that means. Some ping stuff built into here. Okay, let's go back to my notes. Once we have this open, go to our basic static analysis. So open file, we did that. We provide MD5. First byte section tells if it's a portable executable by the first bytes, which it is. Provides the total bytes and bits. Provides the architecture. CPU equals 32-bit, which I believe we got that from a different spot. But if we, yeah, 32-bit, that's what I assumed it was. Because if you see, this is 32-bit, and we can just type that. Okay, so we have that. We have some interesting stuff from the strings. Let's see if there's anything else in my notes for basic static analysis that we should look into. Packed malware. Let's go back to, we scroll down. Yeah, PE Studio is what we're working on. Click indicators. Level goes from most severe to least severe. Click libraries and look at the blacklist or block list. Okay. So let's click libraries. And I don't see anything there for that. Okay. These are the DLLs that the program loads in to execute the program. The blacklist column are the DLLs that are likely to be used in malicious software. Click strings to see all the strings from the binary, which we did. Additional layer of analysis. We can sort by string value, size, hint, and more. Hint column will provide a guess of what the string might be doing. Can rank by the blacklist to see which strings are likely to be abused. Which I don't think they call it the blacklist anymore. Did you guys catch that? I think they just call it flag. Unless I missed that. Yeah, they just call it flag. So what's hint? Oh, it says what it's doing, function. So my initial hypothesis, friends, is it's some type of ransomware. Oh, we have some base 64 encoded stuff. I mean, those are just numbers, right? But it seems to be some type of ransomware. Maybe it's going to encrypt some of our documents and it's going to create some type of connection. I'm just not sure with whom to send the key out. You know, something along those lines would be my guess. We have some open socket type things. Maybe it's setting up a shell of some sort. Osek said, hello, finally got to see you live. Hope all is well on your end. I joined Discord and was wondering where do we find the OneNote doc you have? Yeah, so if you go to career resources on Discord, I'll show you real quick actually. Once we get out of the weird potatoes everybody's posting in the general chat. Career resources general here, and go to pin messages. You'll see my notebook right here. You do need OneNote to download it. But yeah, feel free to grab it, make it your own. It's just a compilation of things I put together. It doesn't have my malware analysis stuff in there yet. But if you're interested in my malware analysis notes, when I'm done with the whole course, I'll share all my notes out. And like I said, when I do courses, it probably takes me twice as long as anyone else, but that's just because I try to go slow and really document it. So I cement it in my mind and then stumble my way through labs live. And you guys can watch me make silly mistakes and learn as we go. I think I'm going to call that good on that side of it. I think we have a hypothesis of what this might be doing. Describe the results of inspecting the IAT for this binary. Are there any imports worth noting? Let's see. These are like Windows APIs. So that would be functions, I think. Get capture, get desktop window, get foreground window. I mean, yeah, I'd say there's it's getting our window. It's getting window text, set current directory, copy SID, reg delete. We're creating and deleting some reg keys. And we're deleting files. And we're writing the files. And we're executing a shell. Getting current process. I mean, absolutely, I'd say there's some interesting stuff. We're opening clipboard. If we just go like, if we take a screenshot of this, right? If we go like that and we draw on it, I would say, here are some things that are of interest to me. If we go through here, of course, of our reg keys, we have the delete file, find first file, find next file. That all continues to make me think of some ransomware type stuff. So I'm going to copy that and drop it into my notes. And now it's asking, is it likely that this binary is packed? Now, without looking at my notes, we have packed malware. And what that means is the initial file you download, the initial malicious file is like a dropper. And once that dropper is on your machine, it reaches out to somewhere on the internet or somewhere else, and it downloads the second stage of it. No, that's not packed. That's stage and stageless. Packed malware is when you use a program for the malware to decrease it in size, and when the program runs at runtime, then it essentially recreates itself. That's packed malware. I was getting packed and then stage and stageless confused in my head, but now I won't forget. And I caught myself. And the way we check that is by looking at the size of the malware. We compare the virtual size to the size of raw data, which is in the image section header area. So let's do that. Is it in sections? No. Image section header. You guys see it? I don't see it. Let's look at my screenshot. Look at the image file header. I don't see that. We have this. I can't expand it. I like how you take it slow, easier to follow. Good, man. I'm only taking it slow because I have no idea what I'm doing. And usually I stream like hack the box, try hack me type stuff, but because I'm working on this, I'm digging into this. I will say tomorrow night, me and Amoeba Man. Amoeba Man is a red team content engineer for Try Hack Me. He's a senior pen tester, red teamer in that world, and we are going to try to take down a hack the box Active Directory machine rated as insane, or we're going to throw our computers out of frustration. So we'll be doing that tomorrow night, just taking a break from the hacking stuff to do malware analysis type stuff. So I see virtual size here and raw size, which 155.239, 154.4192. I need to type these numbers out with some 1555. Is there 3 5s? Oh my goodness. Can I if I copy the line? Okay, so we have that, and we're comparing it to this. And they're pretty dang similar, so I'm going to say it is not packed malware. If it was packed, we would see a pretty wide discrepancy between the virtual size and the raw file size, I believe, if I'm understanding that correctly. So I'm going to say no. We can even just drop that in there. Right, so we have this. And we can show a screenshot of where we got that information from as well. Like that. And drop it in our notes. I use Hack the Box as well. I'm learning to be red team. Definitely check that out stream. Yeah, man, cool. And yeah, I'm not red team at all, or a pen test or anything. My current role is, oh, you'll laugh at my title, dude. My title is this: Senior Technical Support Compliance Analyst. I think I got it right. I work at a pretty large bank. Really what it is kind of blue team. My specialty is vulnerability research and remediation through like SCCM and PowerShell. Mainly just looking at GitHub and copy and paste and stuff, to be honest. So I don't do any red team things like that. That is my goal though as well. I'd love to be in a red team or a pen testing role, or even like a content creator type role or teaching type role would be some of my dream jobs. But one day I do enjoy what I do now as well. All right, let's go back to this. I think we finished the static analysis part of it, right? We answered all the questions. So let's run some malware and see if it breaks our computer, shall we? Let's go back to the GitHub, and let's see our dynamic analysis here. Okay, dynamic analysis. Let's go ahead and make this larger. Describe initial detonation. Are there any notable occurrences at first detonation without internet simulation, with internet simulation? Okay, so we'll do initial detonation. Read through our questions so we get a feel of them. From the host-based indicator's perspective, what is the main payload that is initiated at detonation? What tool can you use to identify this? I'm going to say probably procmon. What is the DNS record that is queried at detonation? We'll be able to get that from running Wireshark on our Linux box. What is a callback port number at detonation? We'll be able to get that from procmon or Wireshark, I believe. What is a callback protocol at detonation? How can you use host-based telemetry to identify the DNS record, port, and protocol? Attempt to get the binary to initiate a shell in the local host. Does a shell spawn? What is needed for a shell to spawn? Okay. Let's break some stuff. So we're not going to set up our internet connection yet. We can close these things out for now. And let's go ahead and arm this. And the way we arm it is we're just going to rename it. We'll take off our extension. Okay, we have it. We have our snapshot already set up, so let's just hit it. Okay, so if you guys notice, there was that blue screen for as administrator. There's that blue screen real quickly. And if we type in so the program still seems to work, at least right now. If I try to like, I don't even know the 0.3. I don't have SSH open on that box, but yeah. So there's a blue screen. That's interesting. Yeah, it's a PowerShell window flash. Okay. Now we need to start, just so we start fresh, here's what we're going to do. We're going to close this out. We're going to restore our snapshot like this, and we'll restart our box. And then we're going to open up our fake internet on the Linux box and see if we can trick it to make it think it's connected to the internet. But what I'm going to do now, guys, I think this is a good time to take a 5-minute break. I'm going to take a 5-minute break, fill up my water, step away from my computer, and I'll be back in 5 minutes. Would encourage you guys to do likewise. I will be right back. All right, guys, welcome back. Hopefully you had a good 5-minute break. Let me get Twitch. Actually, let me share my screen before I forget, and then let me get Twitch pulled up on the side. And you know what we need to do, y'all? This makes you a better hacker, but my wife makes fun of me for it. I like candles out of all things. We're going to light a candle. Let's do this. This will help with our malware analysis, I think. There's something peaceful about, like, it's 10 p.m. right now. Something peaceful about hacking, right, with a candle off to the side, as long as it doesn't start a fire. All right, got my candle going. Now we're ready to hack. All right, I reopened up my Windows VM from Snapshot as if it never ran any malware. And let's go ahead and get our malware pulled back on. Oh, what's the smell? It is apples and acorns. I don't know what apples and acorns smell like together. It just has a nice fall smell. However candles work. I go to Dollar General and buy like the cheapest candles I can find. So I'm not too much of a candle snob. All right, let's pull our putty.exe out here. Password is infected. And we have it here. Now, before we launch it, there's a few things we want to set up. Let's go over to our Linux box. inetsim. This is the internet simulator. Now, this is really cool. Let me just show this to you guys how this works. So with our internet simulator running, if we open up the internet, it'll feel like we have internet. So if I go to hacksmarter.com, it's supposed to load it. Oh man, let's go. Okay, well, let's check our DNS settings. It's always DNS, right? If we, I think it's hardware and connection. No, it's not that. So properties here. No, the DNS is set up right. We have DNS started. This is our DNS server. It's 10.0.0.3. It's a good thing we're testing this first, eh? Yep, manual. Preferred DNS. What it should do is load a web page. What? Did I change something? I don't think so. Let's just check some of this stuff out. That's fine. Use the following DNS server. That's fine. That's fine. We can ping. Just want to make sure my other machine can ping this one. We can ping. I swear, guys, this is working earlier today. I mean, worst case scenario, we just restart. See if that fixes it. Trying to think if there's nothing I would have changed because I'm always going back to a snapshot. Let's go like this. Let's shut this down. Let's revert to our other snapshot. And let's shut down our Remnix box as well. And let's restore this as well to our snapshot. Maybe I changed something on that end. Let's restore. We don't need to create a snapshot of the current machine state. And let's restore our Remnix box as well. That may be what the issue is. Okay. Now that they're both restored to snapshot, let's reopen both of them and see if we can get iNetSim to work as an internet simulator. Do 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 do. I used to have music on stream, but Twitch always yelled at me for copyright violations, guys. So you got to make your own music. Do 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 do. All right. Why would that pull that back up? Didn't I shut down fully? What the heck did I break? And how did I break it? Nothing weird there. This is what we should see. Can I go to that website, like the IP? If we go to HTTP, does that work? Okay, that works. So for some reason, it's not resolving DNS stuff. Let's try to sudo nano etc inetsim inetsim.conf. Let's look at that file. The reason I'm typing in notepad first is because you guys are on my second monitor. And if we scroll down, we want start service DNS. That's good. Bind address is fine. DNS default IP is fine. It should work with any website we put in there. I have to bug Matt, but hey Matt, bruh, what's going on? It was all literally just working a few hours ago. I feel like I'm missing something obvious. I'm going to go back one more snapshot. What if I restore to this one? Start that up. Start that up. Gosh, we were rocking our way through this till my VMs broke. Properties. IPv4. Our DNS server is correct. So we should be able to, like, we have this running. Let's just start this over. We have DNS there. All of that stuff looks good to me. Can we ping anything? If we go to just regular command prompt, I should be able to ping anything. It should come back as correct. DNS host is not resolving, obviously. What if we do nano? Oh, freak. Let's go like this. Let's open Commander. I can do nano from there. Maybe there's something weird in our etc host file in our Windows machine. No, I don't have anything unique here. Yeah, like that shouldn't work because I don't have internet connection, but it should ping to the DNS because it should automatically resolve the DNS name no matter what. Freaking A. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what would have broke. Everything's set up right. That sucks. I did it all right. Obviously, I broke something. It took forever to build these VMs, though. I'm not going to rebuild them. I might just have to mess around with it more tomorrow. Sorry, guys. Everything looks correct to me. I don't even know what to test. Is there... Hold up. I need to join the Discord for this. Maybe they know what I'm doing wrong. Everything's set up though, right? Like, is it something in here? No, because they're communicating with each other. Like everything is communicating properly. Because they ping each other. They don't ping the outside world, which is correct. What? I just don't get it. Well, guys, I'm going to keep troubleshooting this. You're welcome to hang out with me on stream if you want. Because I don't know what else to do. I need to get this working to be able to do this course. And I don't want to stop doing the course. But I also don't want to recreate these VMs because they took freaking forever to set up. Something's wonky, though. It's not the VMs because I went way back on my snapshots. And everything was working before. I mean, you can see the stuff I was doing earlier today. Yeah, I don't think the UDP socket part of it really matters. Looks like a lot of people are having the issue. Here we go. Well, ours doesn't look like that at least. This guy really is not happy about this. Not happy. Hey, there's that. Wrong one. So what port is it listening on? Couldn't create UDP socket address already in use. Yeah. Yeah, dude, that guy in that forum was just like a jerk. Don't call me a bro. I'm not your bro. Obviously didn't kill it properly. Is that what's doing it? Let's try. Hey, I think that was the issue. Thank you, guys. Who was that? GoPro Slow Yo, you're my hero. I bet it'll work now. I just don't understand why that got configured like that. So now if I ping, see, I can ping anything. Oh man, GoPro Slow Yo is my hero. If I call you bro, will you yell at me? That's the real question. See, this is what it's supposed to be doing. Okay. Rewind. Now, here's what we need to open once we get this working properly, which we finally have working properly, is Wireshark. Move my microphone down. This is so we can look for network indicators. We'll get Wireshark going right there. And then let's go over to our Windows VM. And we can close that out for now. Let's open up procmon. Well, actually, let's get our malware pulled out real quick. SillyPutty, putty.exe, infected. We have that there, and let's open up procmon. Do you know GoPro Slow Yo, HunterBot? You must. And let's filter by process name. And we want to see everything with putty.exe. Okay. We have procmon set up. We have Wireshark set up. And let's go ahead and launch it. Okay, PowerShell is opened up a little bit longer. We can already see some stuff. So you can see we got some things here. We have this SSDPB protocol, simple discovery protocol. Nothing interesting there. We have some TCP handshake type stuff. We have some DNS. Standard query. Oh, look at this. We have this query right here for bonus2.corporate bonusapplication.local. A DNS query for that. So it's trying to see if we can resolve that DNS. He's a creator of the InfoSec streamers list. Oh, sweet. I don't think I'm worthy of that list, but it's good to have you here. Let's go ahead and grab this like that. That might be an interesting indicator right here of what might be going on. We'll highlight that and drop that in. If we go back to our SillyPutty one, now this is with internet. You might be surprised. I'm going to click the InfoSec stream. Let's see. InfoSec streams. Congrats, you found an actively maintained list of information security related Twitch streams. This list is sorted based on 30-day activity. Oh my goodness. We're at the top of the list because we're active. That's awesome. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Usually we do like hack the box type stuff. I'm just learning malware analysis, if you can't tell. Total noob. I just got done interviewing Matt Kiely, who's the author of the Malware Analysis and Triage course on TCM Security. And this is my second live stream of the night doing the first malware analysis challenge of his course. So that's awesome. Very cool. Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm going to bookmark this. What a neat resource. Okay. We have that with internet simulation. Let's jump back to it. And we have it here. They're both the bonus 2 type stuff. It's a type A DNS. And then we have this TCP three-way handshake. More DNS stuff, but that doesn't seem to be of interest to us. Okay. Well, very cool. Let's go ahead and look at procmon and see if we have anything cool there. So if we jump to procmon, we'll probably close that for now. We have a few things that might be of interest. One thing that we can do is if we further filter this, and if we filter it by, I think is it operation, and we can do like file, operation contains file, something like that. Apply. Okay. So we have this putty.exe.pf. Wow, 64. We have putty.exe. It's putty.exe.local. There's PowerShell. Remember we saw PowerShell open up? Can we see anything if we click it? Does it tell us anything? It's trying to find this. It's just trying to find PowerShell. Scrolling through this quickly. Well, a few things that stand out to me, but they might be standard putty stuff. Is this. It might just be standard putty. I don't know. Let's look at my notes for dynamic analysis. All right, filter based on operation. We did that. Look for indicators such as files created. Let's double check, see if I missed anything. So we have this file that was created. We have this wow64log.dll. What did it create? I mean, that looks interesting to me. I'm just going to grab that. The main payload that's initiated at detonation. Need to find the payload. It would be procmon is what we'd use to identify that payload. Let's go and take this filter off, the operation filter. And let's kind of see if we can analyze what's going on here. I wonder if I can make this text bigger for you guys. Is it file, like options, font? Here we go. Oh, that's just when I put my mouse over it. Okay. That's probably not very helpful. Sorry, guys, it is so tiny. So what is this? Let's just process start. Creating this thread. This looks weird. This just looks weird to me. I don't think it's a standard putty thing. Let's grab that and drop it there as well. Open up our Windows VM. What if I click this? I mean, shoot, maybe it's fine. I don't know. So class data. Tell me if you guys see anything of interest to you that I might be missing here. Let's look at the process tree. What processes is this spawning? Right, so we have putty.exe. Oh, and there's our, oh. Doesn't that look interesting? We may have found something here. It looks like something that's base 64 encoded. It's PowerShell, no execution policy, hidden execution policy bypass, and we're running a script here. Ooh. I don't even know how to copy all this. Let's look at this. Here's what that looks like. From base 64 string. Okay, well that's not helpful. It is obviously base 64 encoded though. I think that's our payload, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why we see that PowerShell launch there. Just grab a screenshot of that information. And if we drop it into our notes, what is the main payload? Payload is below. Tool equals procmon. Payload is PowerShell script. Let's see if there's anything else interesting there. If I go to event. So can I filter by like, If I go to child path, oh, what did I just break? Boy, I don't know what I just broke. The process ID of PowerShell is 1376. So if we add a filter, if we go to Wireshark, was there anything of interest there? Well, yeah, I was trying to connect to. Okay, so it seems like my hypothesis now is we have a PowerShell command trying to set up some type of connection to this bonus2.corporate bonus application.local with some base 64 encoded string. What is a DNS record that is queried at detonation? Well, we have that information. I'm just going to copy and paste it from here. If we scroll, keep on scrolling. Oh, did I miss it? All right, screw it, we have in our screenshot. It is bonus2.corporate bonus application.local. It's trying to connect to that. What is a callback port number at detonation? So to get that, here's what I'm thinking. Let's stop this for now. Quit without saving. Let's start a new Wireshark. Well, let me think of how to do this. I did this for one of these. If we go to dynamic analysis, I think we're going to add that to our etc host file on our Windows VM. Yeah, see, I even documented this. So we're going to edit our etc host file. I'm just going to pull this over to my other window so you guys won't get to see it, but I'll explain it as I go. Let's nano our etc host file on our Windows machine. Let's scroll down. Oh, scroll up. I lost my spot on my notes. Where did it go? Here we go. We need to open Commander as admin. Run as administrator. And nano C Windows System 32 drivers etc hosts. Oh, I did it wrong. Drivers etc hosts. There we go. And now if we add, just down here, we'll add our local IP. So 127.0.0.1. We'll tab over. And now what we're going to add here is that DNS is trying to reach out to, which is bonus2.corporate bonus application.local. Like that. Control O to save, I think. Yep, we'll do that. Control X to exit. All right, we got that. And so now what we're going to attempt to do is let's get Wireshark pulled back up over here. let's start capturing here so we can start capturing that fresh. And let's go ahead and get our Windows VM pulled up. Get procmon pulled back up. And we just want to filter on putty.exe. Okay. Whoops, I closed the VM. And now let's see what happens. Okay. We had that go out. It should probably, can we stop it? My scroll doesn't work on my VMs, guys. Maybe I didn't give it enough time. Oh shit, I didn't give it enough time. Let's do that again. I mean, I could just clear it. I have to close it and reopen it every time, but let's open that. I want to detonate this one more time. We'll give it some more time to pick things up. I might just have to redo it. I may have broke it by trying to do it that way. If we do some netstat work, let me pull my notes back over here. You guys can follow along. If we go to our basic dynamic analysis, so open procmon, set filters for the process name and operation of TCP. Okay, we already have the process name, and we'll go to operation is TCP. Huh. We don't know the port quite yet. May have to re-detonate our malware, I think. I'm just going to try it one more time, see what happens. Did you get anything? I mean, this is definitely doing its thing. If we look at our tree, we should see that PowerShell command. You can see the few times we ran it. Same thing each time. We're not getting any more on this world, though. Okay, let's just start over. Close all this out. Procmon it up. And we just want procmon's ready. Wireshark is ready. We go to our Windows VM. Fire up our fake putty. Our PowerShell window runs. Nothing's working now. Shoot. It's still doing its thing. Oh, now stuff's happening. It's not. I'm not getting the same results as before. We should be able to see that request there, I would think. Maybe we just need to give it time. I don't even see our DNS record anymore, though. Yeah, shoot. I don't know what I did. I guess I can restore from snapshot and just redo it all from scratch. I'm getting tired, though, y'all. I mean, I'd assume I should be able to filter by TCP. Nothing. Did I not set my DNS up right? Start over. Start everything over. Last time, then I'm going to bed. It's my last attempt, at least for tonight. I will still finish the lab. I'll probably just do it offline if I don't do it on stream tonight. Nope, I don't want to do current state. Nope, 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 nope. No, stop. Stop, cancel. Start over. This is what I want to. I want to restore to that. No. All right. We're going to get this, guys. Maybe. Open up, you stupid VM. Come on. I believe in you. Yeah, 75th time's a charm. That's the plan. All right. Let's see if INetSim's working. It is. Good so far. And we close these out. Let's open up our box. Labs, SillyPutty, 7-zip. Pull to our desktop. Infected. Close this out. Close this out. Okay, we got putty.exe right there. Open up procmon. Procmon. Let's filter by process name. Putty.exe. Add. Apply. Okay. Remnux. Wireshark. Oh, one more thing we need to do. We need to edit our etc host file on our Windows VM. Run as administrator. Pull my notes up for doing that again. Pull it over to my second screen. And we will nano Windows System 32 drivers etc hosts. And that's going to be that corporate thingy. Oops. Corporate. Oh wait, no, bonus 2. Bonus 2.corporate bonus application.local. Like that. Control O to save. Control X to exit. Okay, we can minimize that. We have updated our etc host file on our Windows machine. We have procmon open to monitor the application. We have Wireshark open. Do we have Wireshark open? We have Wireshark open now to monitor that. Okay. Okay. Putty.exe, run as admin. Procmon's going crazy. And now we're getting some results here as well. Nothing quite yet. If we look at our process tree, we should see that PowerShell payload. Right here. Huh, I'm still not seeing it here anymore. What the heck are we missing? It's doing something with PowerShell. Some type of freaking shell, but how come I can't see the stupid shell? Obviously, it's a callback port. I should be able to see it by filtering it by TCP after I set that to my DNS. Oh, maybe it's not TCP. Okay, I'm lost. I have no idea. We're not seeing the results like when I first fired it off. Is it 443? HTTPS? Guys, I don't know. Apparently malware analysis isn't for me. I feel like something's broken. Has to be. Windows running a PowerShell payload, base 64 encoded payload. We can't decode it for some reason. What are the other questions we have? Shoot, I have no idea, guys. If any of you know what I'm doing wrong, let me know. I'm gonna cheat because I'm freaking stuck. Yeah, we saw all this stuff. What did you do? You filtered on parent PID. Let's try that. So our PID for putty, if we look at this, parent ID for putty is it this one? 4704. I don't think I did that right. Oh man, I'm getting tired, y'all. If we go like that. I don't know. Shoot. I don't see that crap. How do they do that? Did I not do the same exact thing? Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm gonna throw my freaking computer at the wall. What the heck am I doing wrong? Now everything's broken. I don't get how they got these results. I did the same thing. Didn't do anything for me. Yeah, we know it started that. How'd you guys decode the string? What? Did I not decode it right? I mean, I'm doing all the right freaking stuff, but apparently it's not working. Probably does decode. I think it's compressed. I saw gzipped. I think so too. How do I... This is how much of a noob I am. I don't know how to fix that though. Do it in CyberChef? Okay. Let's see if we can do it in CyberChef. Hold up. Re-add base 64. Oh my goodness. Thank you. All right. Power fun. Function get web client. Type name net web client. Use default creds. So we're a function here. Yeah, thank you guys. Super helpful. We're setting some parameters. We're doing a bind shell, maybe. which would make sense. If we're opening the port on my machine, it would be a bind shell, not a reverse shell. Equals true. We have authenticate as client, which is the bonus 2. We already found that in the DNS stuff. Okay. Oh, man. Do you guys see the port in here? Oh, right here. TCP client. I wonder why it didn't come up as TCP stuff. Maybe I did the DNS wrong, like when I was looking at procmon. What is it in Windows? I'm always used to Linux. NCAT, NVLP. What do we see there? 8443. So if we set up a netcat listener and we run it, we got a shell. Oh. We got some type of weird shell here. We're listening on port 8443. I did the weird thing. And then bonus2.corporate application.local. I tried to do a command, but it just kind of errored out. Let's look closer at the PowerShell script. We should probably just include this PowerShell script in our notes. Go down here. So we're obviously doing a bind shell here. If command equals reverse. If command equals bind, which is what they're doing. It's running this. If you look back at our Well, okay, what are the other questions we have? What is the DNS record? We got that. What is a callback port number? Detonation, that's the 8443. What is a callback protocol? At detonation, it'd just be TCP, right? TCP listener, is that what it's asking for? Host-based telemetry. Isn't that, didn't we answer that? DNS record, port and protocol. What does it mean to use host-based telemetry? Monitoring? I don't know what that means. we still have Wireshark open? Wireshark seems not helpful at all. You think Wireshark would see those connections? I don't know what that means. Attempt to get the bot. Does a shell spawn? So maybe the answer is no. What is needed for a shell to spawn? Well, I think you need to specify these commands. You need to specify the parameters. Because look, if download equals true, is this downloading something from this DNS? If download equals true, there's this load module thing, power fun, command, reverse. Oh, they are specified at the bottom of the script. So this is what it's running. It's sending a reverse, it's doing a reverse shell. So let's go back up to that part of the script. If command equals reverse, new object system net sockets TCP client, there's R. Well, if it's a reverse shell, it'd be a little bit different. Almost have to connect to it after it runs or something. I can try that. Yeah, what the heck? None of it comes up. Freaking Wireshark's broken. I don't know, guys. Let's look at the answers. We've spent enough time trying to figure it out. Let's see what we missed. So I'm just going to say this is going to be a spoiler alert. So if you don't want to see the spoiler, stop watching. I'll give you a second to sign off. Okay. There's that PowerShell stuff. It's not pack. We got all that right. Yep. 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 Oh, that's what I mean by protocol. That didn't freaking work. That's what we did. We did that exact thing and it didn't work. So something is broken. Because this is what it's saying to do. What I tried to do from the very beginning. They said do operation is TCP. Add, apply. Nothing. Something's broke with the way I did it, obviously. Oh. So do I need to search for PowerShell? Shoot. What the heck am I doing wrong? Let me just look at it again real quick. Well, all right, let's remove some of these. Just for my own sake. Start from scratch. So if we do process name is and add. And look at our tree. Dude, I can't imagine the more challenging malware in this course. I can't even freaking do the beginner one. So we have PowerShell.exe and conhost.exe. Something in my eye just now. Probably tears. Nope, I quit. It doesn't work for any of them. Where's that walkthrough? How did they do it? Oh, there needs to be a certificate set up for the connection. That's the SSCon true thing. Yeah, SSCon needs to be true. There's no certificate set up for it. That's why it's not catching the shell. Oh, and then they turned it off themselves. You had to turn off the thing. I just don't get why that didn't work though. The module uses spawn. This is a Metasploit. Try to figure out which module is in use. Bring a Kiely machine. Okay, I'm not going to do that tonight. I'm too tired. But yeah, so it needs a certificate. And then you can get to spawn the shell. I still don't get, why didn't this work? Let me clear my Etsy host file real quick and try it that way. And then I'm going to sleep, y'all. I'm really tired. Windows, System 32, drivers, Etsy hosts. Control O, Control X. Now, like something's not working right because it's not even picking up on Wireshark initially. Maybe it's because I think it's because I added that to my Etsy host file, because now I'm seeing some stuff going to 8443. Isn't that the port? I think that may be how I broke it. I just want to know so I don't break it in the future. Yeah, that's 8443. Now I see stuff going to 8443. You guys catch that? No, dude, I don't think I enjoy it more. I enjoy learning about it, but it's frustrating. I just don't. I wanted to finish the challenge tonight. And I don't get why this isn't working. I want to throw my computer. Guys, you guys have no idea how tired I am right now. I just really want to know why this isn't working. It's something I did. I should be able to just freaking sort by TCP. Like, what if I take this away completely? What if I just look for TCP operations? Nothing. What? What? It should at least come up with something. This is broken. Yeah, I know. No TCP traffic. What the freak is going on? At least I'm on stream. Like, if I was just doing this to myself, I'd be like, okay, am I insane? But you guys are seeing this. Like, something is weird. Nothing. So stupid. And that's all I have over here for packets. Oh, we have this filter on. Well, shoot. I don't know, guys. This is what I know. It's bedtime. I'll screw with this more tomorrow, offline. Before I start the next challenge. Man, I'm tired. Guys, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Through my frustration, through me wanting to break my freaking computer because it wasn't working properly. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't the computer. It was definitely the user. I broke something as I was doing this. But here's the plus. I was able to do the vast majority of the things. The only place I got stuck was here, but I was following the correct process of looking it up in procmon and then filtering it by TCP. I don't know why that didn't work, but I was doing the exact process they specify in the answer file of how to do it. So I at least was thinking along the right methodology, and I'll get better as I continue to dig into this. But join me again tomorrow night. Me and Amoeba Man will do some hack the box hacking, which will be even more frustrating because freaking hack the box, it's like they rate a box as easy, right? And it's not easy. So I can't even imagine an insane box. Like the best I've done is a few hard boxes on stream. I can't imagine what it's going to take to try to root an insane Active Directory box. So we'll be live again tomorrow night. That will be starting around 10 p.m. Central Time because Amoeba Man lives in South Africa. So for him, I believe that's 5 in the morning. And so if we start any earlier, that's way too early for him. So around 10 p.m. Central Time tomorrow night, we will be live again. So thank you guys for joining me. If you missed the interview with Matt Kiely, make sure you check that out. It's on Twitch right now, and I'll also post it on my YouTube channel. But hey guys, thank you again for joining me. Y'all have a good night, and I will hopefully catch you tomorrow night. Peace.